What's up, y'all? Snowman back. I started this. I have to delete the video that came before this because I got an interruption because someone was bringing me food. I just ordered some dinner and it arrived while I was getting started with this. But subject of this Snowman's Take is the NBA All-Star Game. And I got a question. It goes a little something like this. To those who lived through the golden era, why are you still watching the All-Star Game? There's no competition and no love and no heart for it anymore. I haven't watched an NBA All-Star Game in full since 1998. Have I watched highlights of said game in recent years? Yeah, I have. But in full? Not a chance in hell. It's become... Hell, I may as well go ahead and say it. It's become a debacle. I mean, the introductions alone should tell you everything you need to know about what's going to happen in the All-Star Game. No one gives a shit about playing defense and actually securing a win. I talked about this with my good buddy Courtney Harden on his show Saturday, the Real Deal with Courtney Harden. No one plays defense in the All-Star Game anymore, period. Let me say that again. No one plays defense in the NBA All-Star Game anymore, period. What's up, Donnie Moore? And let me shout out two very special young men, Jeremy Radicic and Jim Tucker. I called a lot of their baseball games. I love those two guys. Jim Tucker, I believe, is at Couts. I believe he's going to be the varsity coach at Couts. So congratulations to Jim. Now, back to what I was talking about. How the hell can you stomach an all-star game of that horrible of a proportion? I mean, yeah, you get to see your favorite players in the all-star game, and people were actually bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining that 4 Warriors made the all-star game. Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant. Okay. Let me explain a little something. You know, people want to complain about who makes the NBA All-Star Game. There's one thing that y'all need to remember. You fans put them there. Leon Priester, one of my homies, says be nice to Westbrook. Hell no. I'm not being nice to Westbrook until Westbrook actually shows some nerve. And he's got none. Okay, I can't say that. I can't say he is completely devoid of nerve. That is untrue. He is very competitive. Tonight, however, ain't gonna happen. In fact, I'm willing to bet you just to outdo Westbrook, Kevin Durant gets an MVP award. I'm not even gonna watch the thing, and I'm calling that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll say so tomorrow on the show. But there is no heart. There is no competition in the NBA All-Star Game anymore. None. Absolutely none. You know, when Mike played one of his last All-Star games, you know what? Let me change something. I said the last All-Star game I watched was 1998. That's a lie. The last All-Star game I watched in full was 2003 in Atlanta. Michael's final All-Star game. When he hit a fadeaway shot that should have won the damn thing, but somebody committed a foul on the other end, which allowed the game to go to a second overtime. I was on the edge of my seat. I haven't watched the damn thing since, and I won't. Why? Because until the players decide that they want to play the All-Star Game like they play the regular season games, which is all out and not people who run down the lane and dunk every 5 seconds or shoot an uncontested three-point goal every 5 seconds, there is no reason for a snowman to invest in the All-Star Game. None. And I should have titled this All-Star Saturday Night. I will address All-Star Saturday Night in a separate take. And by the way, you're going to hear all of this on the premiere episode of my podcast. So y'all get ready for that. That'll drop on Wednesday. A triple-double, MVP for Westbrook. Leon, I love you, brother, but not a chance in hell. I bet you Kevin Durant gets a triple-double and the MVP, damn it. And I'm saying this to just spite him, and I'm having fun with it, all right? I got nothing against Russell Westbrook, but I don't like the fact that people want to build him and James Harden as the leaders in the MVP voting when the MVP leaders are Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard. Now back to the subject at hand, which is the All-Star game. Let me pose a question. What's the last All-Star game you guys watched in full that had you on the edge of your seat? For me, it was 2003 because you had Kobe, you had AI, you had MJ, you had Kevin Durant, you had a fadeaway shot in the corner that should not have even been made, but it was Michael Jordan, so he made the damn thing. Huh? Whatever happened to All-Star games like that? I mean, yeah, the introductions were starting to get out of control in 1998 in New York, but come on, it's New York. NBA on NBC had the damn thing. All right, they had to put on the show. They had to. It's Madison Square Garden. But between 1998 and 2003, the All-Star games declined. Vince Carter put on a show in 2000 in the slam dunk contest. Of course, there's the infamous elbow pass in 2000 from Jason Williams. But come on, let's be honest, y'all. Have you ever seen an All-Star game since 2003 that had you on the edge of your seat? I haven't. I watched All-Star games when there were actual real basketball players that gave a shit about playing defense. The year was 1981. The scene of the crime, Brendan Byrne Arena, or the Meadowlands Arena, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Came down to a last-second shot that missed. Larry Bird was the MVP of that game, I believe. Then there was a year later, and I talked about this on The Real Deal with Courtney Harden. I'm praying to get Courtney Harden to open up my podcast when I drop in on Wednesday. My good friend Marianne Slynn checking in, JJ Neely, my brother. The next year, Marvin Gaye tore the roof off of the Fabulous Forum with his rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, which took 2.5 minutes, but hey, who the hell cares? It's Marvin Gaye. And then those guys went out and put on a show for the ages. And yeah, there was some defense involved. So don't y'all start bitching and whining and moaning about 4 Warriors being in the All-Star game when back in the 80s, 3 and 4 players from a team in the All-Star game was a normality. Huh? You don't want to talk about that, do you? You don't want to talk about that, do you? Huh? Just remember, the pseudo-fans of the NBA put these players in the All-Star game. And yeah, according to a lot of people, these are the best players. But now the All-Star game has gotten to a point where there's no defense and no heart and no balls involved. I would love to be proven wrong on this point. I welcome to be proven wrong on this point. But when you have gone through an era where you have seen so many rookies that turn into all-stars, that turn into fabulous players, that turn into Hall of Famers, you get a little spoiled. And damn it, I got spoiled by the golden era. Now, I do have the teams that I follow right now, the Bulls, the Spurs, and the Warriors, but they play team ball. Something you will not see tonight in the All-Star game. Everybody wants to pad their damn stats. Sorry, can't do it. Won't do it. I'm going to eat my dinner and go to bed. That's Snowman's take. What's yours? Snowman out.